Alright everyone, welcome to this PvT that we are playing between Confed and Team Unreal. My name is Confed Alaskan. I'm doing this stream with my fellow clanmate, Confed Voper. Voper, want to take the introductions?
Sure. Thanks, Alaska. So at the bottom left position, we have the red Terran, Confed's Remo. And at the top right position, we have the pink Protoss, Team UnRivaled Deep.
Nice.
So, this should be a good match.
Oh yeah.
UnRivaled's pretty strong. Should be a good match. They should put up a pretty dang good fight.
Yeah. And, PvT is known for having some sneakiness to it. You know, these can be very unpredictable games, with both races able to kind of pull the wool over their eyes over their opponent race. I mean, Terran does anything from proxy widow mines. Protoss does proxy oracles. So this should be a fun game.
Yeah, and this map is wide enough for Protoss to do something extremely tricky, or Terran to do some hidden Banshee play or something. So
yeah. Seeing a pretty early gas out of Remo, as well as a fairly early Rax. Maybe some kind of early tech to a kind of like armored play. So maybe some kind of widow mines or something like that. We'll have to see.
Maybe he'll go for a quick Reaper.
As well, yeah, that could
on this map because
that
this
could
map is pretty large. So
yeah,
I'd want to get a Reaper after that as well.
Normal timing so far for our Protoss player. Nothing special about his game.
Didn't go Forge fast expand.
Playing
it safe.
Yeah.
Get in that gateway first.
Looks like I'm going. Yeah, so just getting his Reaper out like you predicted. So that makes sense. Remo would want to probably play on the safe side, given that this is a big map and this is a best of one in a tournament, so cheese is definitely not off the table.
Most definitely. And as we can see, he is going gateway first, so there's going to be aggression coming very soon.
Let's see if how quick his expand comes. He only has one gas, so I'll imagine a type of super quick tech. Looks like he's going down for his expansion, so just doing a gateway expand. Remo going ahead and getting his reactor up, and looks like normal, so we should be seeing a, yep, there goes the command center.
So, gate research. I wonder why he's saving.
That's a good point, I mean, he is getting, probably because he looks like he wanted to get his stalker out. He was afraid of that Reaper, but honestly, he should have gone for the, he should have just gone for the delay the mothership core and got his warp gate research and then stalker. But you know, we'll see. I mean, as long as he's able to meet his other gas timings, it shouldn't be too much of a big deal.
And it looks like we're getting Marines out for Remo, and he's going for expand as well, so he's getting some safety.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty normal so far.
Yeah, I'm cleaning up another 2 pairs of Marines, and he has a second Rax on the way. Now, looking like he's just gonna be doing some bio player here. Nothing. Don't see any factories or anything yet. Yep, going for another Rax. So this looks like very typical TVP build. Nothing special. We do have a Robo coming out for Deep. Again, very meta. You know, nothing incredibly out of the ordinary with that.
Yeah, and I'm surprised he's not scouting with the mothership core. It can scout the Terran pretty well.
That is something that that I do not. Yeah, I actually see a lot of players not doing. Mothership core. If you immediately rally it over to the enemy Terran, you can actually potentially do a lot of damage, even game-ending damage, with that, because it can take on 3 Marines and then go immediately into killing SCVs. So it's a very underutilized resource that Protoss has. I know people like to be safe with it, but I mean it has a decent amount of health. It has let's see, 60 and so 190s points worth of health, including shields. So I mean a decent amount to be able to look in there, poke around, cause some aggression. I mean.
Oh yeah, it has more than enough, and it has a lot of utilities that escapes.
Exactly. If it needs to, it could just recall. I mean, you normally not want to do it, but it can. So, Remo's is sending his CC down a little bit late. Maybe because he just wants to play. They have a decent amount of bio out quickly, but hopefully that won't hurt him too much. In the
I think
end,
his 3-gate or his 3 racks pressure is gonna match with.
It
3-gate pressure.
Yeah,
And,
if that he does have combat shields and stim being researched, so that he will be able to hit a nice timing if he so chooses, because he has a decent amount of bio right now.
He does. I haven't seen even a factory down for Remo yet, so the Robo and the Robotics Bay coming down from deep, so that he's going more of the tech path instead of the aggression path.
Yeah.
But if Remo doesn't do something quick, once you get out, that'll just burn his bio units.
Yeah, if he goes ahead and starts getting Colossus out, and if he takes 2 Colossus before he gets Colossus range, he'll be more than capable of stopping any aggression, even providing counter-aggression. And he is. But that Colossus is going to be, and it is actually rallied to his base, so hopefully he fixes that, or he's going to have a wandering Colossus. Now this Bioforce is quite a bit. It is more than enough to kill him, so hopefully he gets his sentries. Deep's going to need his sentries downstairs fairly soon. He is going to be able to spot the army, though, with his...
There are no medevacs here,
so yeah,
even if he uses stim, it's pretty much an all-in. These Marines aren't looking to come back home.
They are able to get in there. Those are less than useful force fields, unfortunately, but he is... Remo is doing a good job. He may be able to get this Nexus down, which would be a huge win for him. And it's a good thing that's what he's concentrating on now. I mean, Deep is pulling everything, and it looks like Deep is going to save the Nexus. So good save by Deep. I mean, he did lose. It was actually it was in Deep's favor in terms of units killed. Deep killed 17. Remo killed only 6, but yeah, so decent amount.
The Terran was focusing down the Nexus, which it wasn't too good of an idea. Large with units already out for the Protoss, so he wasn't really going to get anything doing that. He should have gone for either the pylon or gone into the Probe.
Oh, looks like he's going in. Oh, and he's actually going to go ahead and get the Nexus. Yeah. So Deep does shave a few off, but see, honestly, those sentries should have been kept by the ramps, so that way, I mean, he has the Observer out, and that's one thing that you can easily do before medevacs is prevent those kind of pushes happen if you have 3 sentries or so. So that does hurt our Protoss player, but you know, we'll see. We'll see how he recovers. Remo is getting his 3rd CC is almost done. He has his 2 starports getting made right now, and so it looks like he's gonna go ahead and be keeping with bio.
No upgrades yet. So.
Yeah. Yeah, he is working on level 1.
They're just going to evaporate to the process without upgrades.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. If the Deep still has the option of going for a Colossus timing, if he so chose to, and this would honestly be the best time because he is behind right now pretty severely, losing a lot of mining time.
Yeah, especially in income-wise with that second base being gone. He really isn't getting the income he needs for those expensive Colossus.
Exactly.
It's 300 minerals per one. So he needs to get that close mining with the natural. Now he'll be able to, so. Orbital coming down for Remo, so he's going to get that extra mineral income. His bio army is going to look pretty healthy right now.
Oh, yeah. So he's going to go ahead and finish up at getting SCVs with that 3rd CC, helping buff up that mineral line. Imagine he's going to be moving that CC soon. And he's going to go ahead and just keep on making units. No Medivacs out yet. He is making a lot of Vikings, so possibly wary of any kind of early aggression from deep. So hopefully he realizes that soon, because he is going to need those Medivacs, because whenever you're using Stim Bio, you need quite a bit of Medivacs to be able to keep up with all those stims being used.
You do, and in response to this, Deep is going Blink Stalkers to go and focus down those Vikings as well, so we'll see.
Going for a very parting-esque style of Protoss play, using the big boy build, Blink Stalker with Colossus, so he'll be able to focus down those Vikings if he so chose. So he does get a decent scout off. He should have seen the CC being moved, so he knows that he's taking a 3rd. If I was Deep, I'd really want to start considering that as well, which it looks like he's going to go ahead and go do. Protoss can stay a base behind Terran and still be okay, but they need to keep up with upgrades, which he's doing a good job right now. He has level 2 being researched for ground, and as well as level 1 armor being researched for ground, so he will be able to get a decent oh yeah, War Prism. Okay, so this is gonna be fun. So I wonder, those Marines may spot it though, but it looks like they're just gonna go ahead and walk on by.
I don't think he spotted it, so yeah, should be dangerous.
So this is quite a bit of bio though from Remo, but we have to remember Remo has no Medivacs really. He just has a whole lot of Vikings.
And a whole lot of bio.
Yep. So those
with all these which would help in this.
Oh yeah. Oh no, he should have let those Vikings in first. So now those Stalkers are just getting free reign.
Vikings didn't take the damage.
Yeah. Oh no, it looks like these Colossus, I mean, he should not let those Vikings go in first, because now, I mean, his Colossus are gonna, oh, he even killed, the Colossus was still alive for a while. Jeez, yeah, he's cleaning those quick. And we still have we had forever the Zealots in the natural for Deep. Let's take a look at how many units go. So, ooh. If you look at the units killed tab, it is 106 in Deep's favor compared to 36 for Remo, and 25 worker kills compared to 3. So Remo is actually, he didn't have the unit comp, as well as he let those Vikings just go in without any protection from his bio. I think he didn't think that the Nexus would do nearly as much damage, so Deep in a really good position. He did lose his entire army, but if you look at the work he did back at Remo's base with his Zealots, it was nasty. We do have Storm being made for Deep, as well as continuously getting his Colossus production. So now Remo does have Medivacs this time, so hope this next battle should go a little bit better. That was just a terrible a terrible fight for Remo. Just his units were a little bit out of sync, so maybe this next time we'll see a little bit stronger unit cohesiveness.
At the third of the Protoss, we see the Terran do a split and get in on that, but we'll see with the Storms. The Protoss won't go off of this high ground. He's going to stay up there and wait for the sentries to do some. Does he have any sentries? No.
Yeah. Well, he's actually hurting on gas because he he's now getting his gases mining, so he didn't have those going for a little bit. We do see a little bit of minerals piling up for both players, but they're about equal amounts. I don't think anyone's really ahead right now. I mean, if both people are making the same mistakes, then no one's really ahead. So.
Yeah, it's pretty even so far.
It looks like we have +3 ground weapons being researched and +2 ground armor being researched for the Protoss. Let's look at the upgrade tab. Looks like Protoss is fairly ahead in upgrades right now, and that could hurt quite a bit in a battle between these two armies.
Yeah, Protoss is gonna have one more defense faster than the Terran, but the Terran will just be down a defense upgrade. So
alright, looks like they're
gonna do damage with storms.
Oh yeah, so he only has 2 Vikings though. That won't be enough. He'll need quite a few, especially with those storms. Storms can rip through Vikings so easily.
Rip through bio and Vikings.
Oh yeah, they're just all around great Terran killing unit. Looks like we're gonna go ahead and see some oh no, backing off a little bit. Those stalkers are getting ahead. Oh, these armies. Okay, there we go. Protoss laying down the storms, and wow, these storms are just absolutely shredding. Good feedbacks there on the medevacs, and this is over. This yeah, Remo just unfortunately did not have the Viking count that he needed.
The Colossus, along with the storms, was evaporated this army. There's nothing.
Yeah.
Terran could really do from there.
I mean, again, whenever you're playing Bio-Terran, so much of what makes you win is 1, splitting, and 2, knowing how many Marines you need, how many Vikings you need, knowing the perfect percentage of your unit composition is a very important part of playing Bio, and that's just unfortunately one of the things you have to consider. So it looks like Protoss should be able to win with this push. Yeah, Remo has no medevacs, is no Viking. He has 3 Vikings being made, but that's not going to be enough. It looks like a heavy charge lot warping, so keep really distracting the army.
Yeah, the third's being taken down right now from Remo, so this looks like pretty much game over.
Yeah. It's going to be really hard for Remo to come back from this situation, unfortunately.
Looks like Remo's going to go.
Yeah, just and he's walking into those storms, unfortunately, and not doing good, and pulling the boys, but that's just not going to be enough. This is going to be GG from our Terran player.
Great.
Pretty soon.
He played fairly well, and he went up to that Colossus stage, going for that early Colossus stage.
Yeah.
That early bio.
Remo. Yeah, I think Remo he did very well in the beginning of the game. He just didn't act on it enough. He should have followed up with a really heavy mid-game bio push, because the Protoss was only mining off of basically 1.5 bases since he was having to do long-distance mining.
If he was going bio, so he should have gone for an early aggression against the Protoss. Was able to hold off just enough time to stack up his early investment in a Colossus, which any earlier timing he would have been starving for minerals and gas.
And then Remo also had another opportunity to win the game whenever he did that first initial push with Vikings, but unfortunately that just didn't. He let his Vikings just die, basically, without any support from his bio. So, this game's gonna go on a little bit longer, but I don't see Remo recovering very much from this. If this is his entire army right here on the ramp, right? And so it looks like he's pulling the boys, doing another push, but this should be GG.
Yeah, with these DPs, it's gonna be a game ender right now. There's no way he can handle this DP.
Yeah. Those are decent splits from Remo, but unfortunately it's just not. He just does not have enough. And, yeah, and GG was called. And, so good game by these two players. Unfortunately, Remo just, he had an opportunity at the beginning of the game to really make a difference. Whenever he initially sniped that Nexus, it was that could have potentially just been GG right there, but if he were to follow up with a really heavy with a really heavy bio push, but
yeah, the Protoss army is pretty whittled down right now. There's not much it really has. There's just one Colossus. If he continued that,
so
he might have done something.
So if once he does this, once he snipes this Nexus, if he would just follow it up with a few medevacs, he only needed a few, and like 3 or 4 Vikings to help out with the Colossus, it would have really killed him. But fortunately, mistakes were made, which happens in this game. We all love Cult StarCraft, and it's a very complicated game.
Of course, we're all not GM yet, but we're getting there.
Exactly. But anyway, it was a decent game by these two players. Really, really strong. Really, overall good decision making. I mean, there were just a couple mistakes that were made by Remo. But otherwise, I mean, this game, in a different circumstance, on a different map, could have turned completely 180 degrees around. I believe, Remo is a very good player. Just, as you said, none of us are perfect. Make a couple mistakes. But
of course.
Anyway, have anything else left to say, Voper?
Not really. Yeah, it was pretty good from both players. On a big map like this, going bio was maybe the early aggression had to hit earlier on such a big map. Being able to go all the way to his base, the Protoss had an advantage with going early. That's pretty much it. Both build orders look pretty good though. They should have just maybe timed it differently, but all in all, pretty good game, and yeah, I can't wait to see these two fight in the future. Maybe more battles, so it's exciting. Alright. More CTL matches.
Yes, sir. And guys, I really appreciate you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, please press that like button. If you want to see some more videos from Confed Gaming, please press that subscribe button. And we'll see you all next time.
Thanks. GG.